Brazil's A-29 Super Tucano has reached a stage in its service life where most air forces would quietly plan its retirement. But Brazil has chosen a different path entirely. Instead of letting the aircraft fade into the background as the newer Gripen E enters service, the Brazilian Air Force is doubling down on the A-29 with a comprehensive midlife upgrade designed to keep the platform combat relevant well into the year 2040. This decision reflects a uniquely Brazilian understanding of air power. Not everything needs to be a high-end jet. In a country with vast distances, complex terrain, persistent security threats, and tight defense budgets, the A-29 remains the single most efficient tool for the majority of real-world missions. The midlife upgrade is simply the next logical step in maximizing that utility. The strategic environment explains why the A-29 remains indispensable. Brazil's northern frontier, dominated by the Amazon rainforest, represents one of the most demanding operational environments on Earth. Dense foliage, minimal infrastructure, long unmonitored borders, and entrenched criminal networks require an aircraft that is rugged, inexpensive to operate, and capable of flying from short and improvised airstrips. High-performance fighters like the Gripen E offer unmatched capability in air defense and deterrence, but they are neither cost-effective nor operationally suitable for the low-intensity missions that dominate day-to-day Brazilian air operations. The A-29 fills this gap perfectly. It can patrol remote regions for hours, land in austere locations, carry precision-guided munitions, and operate at a fraction of the cost of a jet aircraft. As global conflicts increasingly show the relevance of affordable, persistent air power, Brazil's decision looks far-sighted rather than conservative. A second strategic factor shaping the upgrade is the rise of unmanned aerial threats. The proliferation of small and inexpensive drones in conflicts across Ukraine, the Caucasus, and the Middle East has reshaped the battlefield. Air forces worldwide are scrambling for cost-effective counters. Brazil, instead of relying solely on ground-based systems, is positioning the A-29 as an airborne drone interceptor. The aircraft's endurance, maneuverability at low speeds, and ability to carry laser-guided rockets make it well-suited for this emerging mission. This midlife upgrade lays the technical foundation for equipping the A-29 with a dedicated drone interdiction suite, something Embraer has already begun demonstrating. In this respect, the A-29 is not merely staying relevant, it is entering an entirely new role. Technically, the core of the midlife upgrade revolves around modernizing the navigation, avionics, and mission systems. The most visible improvement is the replacement of the older GPS unit with the Garmin GPS-175, which integrates cleanly into the cockpit and dramatically improves situational awareness. The new system provides full RNAV capability using satellite-based navigation, allowing the A-29 to conduct precision approaches and operate more safely in poor weather and rugged terrain. For an aircraft that spends a large portion of its time patrolling remote areas with limited infrastructure, this is not a cosmetic upgrade. It transforms operational flexibility and safety. Night operations are also receiving a major boost. The upgrade includes modifications to the cockpit lighting and displays to fully support night vision goggles, enabling pilots to fly effectively during night patrols over the Amazon and along the country's borders. This is particularly critical for intercepting smugglers, monitoring clandestine airstrips, and supporting ground forces during nocturnal operations where Brazilian security forces often face their most challenging encounters. Enhancing the A-29's nighttime capability means the Air Force can maintain persistent vigilance without relying on high-cost jet sorties. Avionics improvements extend beyond navigation. Updated processing units, improved digital communications, and enhanced reliability systems reduce the maintenance burden and improve mission readiness. The aircraft's architecture is being standardized to support a broader array of modern weapons, including precision-guided rockets, smart bombs, and low-cost laser-guided munitions ideally suited for modern counterinsurgency and border security missions. These enhancements ensure that the A-29 can integrate with newer assets within the Brazilian Air Force, including the Gripen E and the KC-390 Millennium, through improved data links and mission planning systems. The logic behind choosing a midlife upgrade instead of replacing the aircraft becomes clear when examining the cost-benefit dynamic. An hour of flight in the A-29 is exponentially cheaper than an hour in any jet fighter. For missions that do not require supersonic speed, high-end sensors, or long-range radar missiles, using a jet aircraft is inefficient and wasteful. The Brazilian Air Force understands that high-intensity combat capability must be complemented by a low-cost force capable of handling the country's unique internal and border security needs. The A-29, after the upgrade, will remain fully capable of fulfilling these missions for at least another decade and a half. The upgrade also strengthens Brazil's defense industrial base. Embraer's ability to modernize an aircraft it designed in the early 2000 period demonstrates Brazil's growing self-sufficiency in maintaining and evolving complex aerospace platforms. As Embraer rolls out the midlife upgrade, it simultaneously enhances the attractiveness of the A-29 on the export market. Countries seeking affordable, combat-proven aircraft with modern avionics will see the upgraded A-29 as a superior alternative to more expensive Western competitors. Recent sales to Portugal, Uruguay, Panama, and several African nations confirm that Brazil has carved out a global niche in the light attack and advanced trainer market. The midlife upgrade will make future sales even easier to secure. This process is not solely technical, it also reinforces Brazil's geopolitical posture. As more countries operate the A-29, Brazil's influence grows, especially in regions where great power competition plays out through arms sales rather than direct military presence. Every exported A-29 builds a network of partnerships, maintenance agreements, training links, and long-term defense relationships. The upgraded aircraft will strengthen this network, giving Brazil a form of soft power that aligns with its broader aspirations for a more prominent global role. Looking ahead to the year 2040, the A-29 is expected to remain a central pillar of Brazil's air power architecture. Its missions will include border surveillance, anti-smuggling operations, close air support, counterinsurgency, and now drone interception. The aircraft will continue to train new generations of pilots before they transition to the Gripen E, ensuring that Brazil maintains a pipeline of highly skilled aviators. Its presence in remote areas will remain a symbol of state authority and a practical tool for maintaining sovereignty across an immense and challenging territory. The midlife upgrade ensures that the A-29's evolution mirrors the changing nature of warfare. Rather than allowing the platform to stagnate, Brazil is using the upgrade to redefine what a light attack aircraft can be in the 21st century: inexpensive, flexible, digitally connected, and fully interoperable with modern combat systems. This is not the story of an aging aircraft clinging to relevance. It is the story of a platform being reborn to meet the challenges of a rapidly changing world. Brazil's decision reveals a strategic mindset rooted in pragmatism and foresight. By preserving and enhancing its most cost-effective aircraft, the Brazilian Air Force is strengthening national defense in a way that aligns with geography, threats, budget realities, and long-term industrial growth. The A-29's journey is far from over. With the midlife upgrade, it becomes not just a workhorse of today, but a versatile, lethal, and economically sustainable asset for the next 15 years or more.